Hello, all. Today is World Mental Health Day, this 10th October. And I know it's very tough time, pretty tough time for every one, for each of us. And we are going through a lot of pains, a lot of emotional issues. We have some economic problems. We are locked down in a home. We are not able to go outside. We are not able to meet people. Our social capital is going down. So it's a very tough time for all of us, and it's very tough time for kids too. So here's some of my notes on World Mental Health Day. How we should avoid some of the things that we generally do to our kids, and that create emotional safety issue for a long run. For example, if you have a boy and he wants to play with a doll, sometimes we don't encourage to play with the doll because boys don't play with the doll. That's a normal thing in our society, and that's why we don't encourage a boy to play with the doll. But it's very much against his emotional safety because we are stealing his natural childhood. He wants to play with the doll, and it's absolutely fine. He can be expert in nurturing a kid later on. He can be a caring and nurturing father. Don't you need a caring and nurturing father? We need, very much need. So we must encourage him. If he wants to play with a doll, give him a doll. Similarly, for daughters also, we are creating a lot of emotional safety issues. We are instilling a lot of guilt in them. Many times, we say, like, many parents say to daughter that you are a girl and you should learn to adjust and sacrifice. After all, you have to do it in your later life, especially once you will be married. We won't be there, so you have to adjust with your in-laws, with your partner. uh, in my opinion, everyone should learn to adjust and sacrifice. On not only the daughters, everyone we should, as a human being, we should learn to adjust sometimes, learn to sacrifice our luxury, uh, so that someone else can get their necessity, that get their basic needs. Right now we are sacrificing our social life so that everyone else can be safe, and also we. So sacrifice and adjustment is required for everyone. So in a marriage also, marriage, for me, marriage is a collaboration. And so sacrifice and adjustment is required from both the party. If someone only have to one party have to always sacrifice, if the daughter has to always sacrifice, uh, that's not good. That's not really good for their emotional safety. But once we instill that mentality, as a girl you should only sacrifice. So once the girl will grow up, even she has the chance to, you know, uh, go ahead with the career, move ahead with the career, still that guilt will walk. Every that guilt walks in every walking mother nowadays, like every time, for not being able to show up to their kids when they need it, or maybe for a long time, because we have inculcated the guilt. The society has inculcated that guilt. As a mother, you should only take care of your kids. No, it's not the responsibility of a mother. So don't inculcate that or instill that guilt in your daughter, that she has to only sacrifice. If the sacrifice has to be done, sacrifice has to be done by both the parties, both the parents. It's not only the mother's responsibility to do sacrifice every time. That's how we empower them to come out of this social conditioning. So please do that. Start doing that. Don't ever say to a daughter that as a girl they should learn to sacrifice. No, not always. Sacrifice, everyone has to learn to sacrifice or little bit of adjustment. That's how we can create a win-win situation for all. But coming to that win-win situation, creating a win-win situation, uh, from very childhood, very early childhood, we put kind of a we put them in a rat race. We want them to be a rat in rat race. We put them in a zero sum power game where someone will win and someone will lose. That is also very much against their mental health. Now, every time someone don't have to win and someone don't have to lose, we can create a win-win situation. We need a win-win ecosystem more than a zero-sum power game. So tell them to create a win-win situation in within their friends, within family. Help them to brainstorm. You can also practice it in your home if you have if if you have two kids and they're fighting over something, then you can start creating that win-win situation and show them, be a role model how to create a win-win situation, because that win-win ecosystem is required, very much required for our own sustainability, for our own survival. The zero sum power game is not, it's not a sustainable process. It's not good for our survival. uh, I believe that every child, I, I mean, every people, each of us, as a human being, we have a mind that is very unique from others. Each of us has a unique talent, and we should nurture those. The human only have the mind that others don't have, other species. That's why probably we are the best. This mind has infinite potential to create, not to compete. To create, innovate, invent, discover, to, to follow that blue ocean strategy where we find for new opportunities to solve a problem. So nurture those minds to create, innovate, not to compete, not to be a rat in a rat race. We nurture so many things, but we don't nurture our minds. That's a problem. That's a problem against our civilization. So nurture the minds. Take care of our minds, your kids' minds. That can really create a sustainable future. And again, I'm wishing a emotional safety to all of you, and thank you.